this girl flew in.
And they're like, it's not fair to the locals.
She stole the title of egg-eating champion from the locals.
And won the money.
Yeah.
She said she asked multiple times if professional eaters were welcome.
Yeah.
And let me just tell you, had I been in town and known she was here, I would much rather go watch a tiny woman eat 112 eggs in 8 minutes than big old Billy Bob eat his 30 or whatever it was he ate. I don't
know. I mean,
it's more entertaining to me.
I'd
because
rather
I'm like,
not watch anybody eat that many eggs.
I mean, are we going?
Oh, we're going? We're rolling.
Welcome to the world's okayest podcast.
AKA
Scissors are sisters. We do hair, so hence the scissoring.
I feel like people think we're very unfriendly. Is it our faces?
Books,
Movies.
hair,
Dudes.
songs,
Kids.
mom stuff.
This is what it's like to spend a day with us.
This is us.
All day. We're just raw dogging this thing.
I have a warrant out for my arrest.
I can't. You just called me a meth addict.
Suck my anxiety out of my body.
Maybe I've just gotten uglier.
Did we check all the sounds?
No,
and stuff?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Oh my God.
Did you like that one?
Listen. I thought I just had it pulled up.
That's the exact, yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know if I posted it or you posted.
I did, and I was looking on the way here and was like, that's the one I'm going to do if I beat her there.
I was going to do Season of the Witch, but then I was like, did we already do that? Wait a minute. Please hold.
Yeah, move your coffee.
Big
Are
dummy.
we going? Did you check? Do we sound fine? Oh, Brian's checking.
Is my sound cutting in and out today? Okay.
Is mine? No?
Me or her or both?
Both.
Hello?
I'm not prepared.
I'm not either.
I'm ready. Let's do this. Episode what?
I don't know. 33.
33. Okay.
Big 3-3.
Got it. Book first. We have a lot to talk about.
We have a lot to talk about.
Okay.
This is a special book
Special.
because we know this.
Yes.
We know her.
And they're signed
Oh, yeah.
with a heart because she loves me.
So, The Girl Next Door.
It's
By our bestie, Jen.
Yeah, one of our besties.
She's from here.
Yes. I will admit, I do not read all of her books.
I haven't read them all.
I have.
We're terrible friends.
Yes.
Sorry, Jen.
Well, I need to preface. I have tried one or two, and I don't know what throws me off. I don't know if it's because I know her, I know the people, I know the town, and it just, I don't know.
It did a little bit when she was talking about certain places.
Right.
And we know maybe some of the inspiration for her books.
Right.
And so it's weird to read and know the places, know the people. I get it.
This is a vampire
This is
book.
a vampire. Is it witchy too? It's kind of witchy, right?
I think it's werewolves.
It is werewolves, but they don't really come out and say werewolves.
No,
it's a little
and even the
mysterious.
vampires are called. I can't think of
We
the word.
we did read this book. I swear.
promise. I gave it all the stars.
Me too. It was good.
Jen says it's a love letter to fans of Stranger Things, The Lost Boys, and Buffy. Which
Definitely Lost Boys vibes.
And Stranger Things.
Yes, because it's set in the 90s.
Yes.
So, that's our jam all the way.
Right.
But yes, and it's set in Missouri. Mm-hmm. And it's there's kind of a cult. There's a little bit of a religious undertone.
Definitely.
Which I really liked.
Me too.
I loved it.
And it was Catholic too.
Yes.
So
it's
I'm
always
like,
the Catholics that got the weird stuff happening.
Yeah, it's super duper creepy. Pretty dark.
It's pretty dark.
Yep. I was trying to see
Little spice, just a smidge.
Yeah.
And the next one is coming. Jen, hurry up.
Yeah. I'm gonna need you to hurry up.
Yeah, we've both been on her case about hurrying up.
Yeah.
Because it ends on a freaking cliffhanger.
Yes, it does. So I'm gonna need anyone and everyone that likes spooky, small towns, 90s, vampires.
Stranger Things.
Yeah. like that checks all of my boxes.
Yes,
but
perfect book to read before the end of October. You've got
Get
like
it.
2.5 weeks.
Right.
Get it read. Buy it.
we're jamming in all the spooky reads we can.
Amazon?
I was gonna say, what are the formats? I meant to ask Jen. I know you can buy the like actual copy.
Yes. Is it just hard? I have a hair.
I think
Is it just hardback?
no.
Or
I
is there
think
paperback?
Because I know there's another cover.
Oh, there is?
her. Yeah,
Well, I love this cover.
I do
with the
too.
Giant scary bat on it. Ozark Omens, because we're in the Ozarks.
All right. Yeah, you can buy it on paperback, which looks like this.
Oh yeah.
Which I also love.
I love that cover too. I think I like this one better.
I do too.
Like it looks more Halloween.
It does.
Spooky.
And then I think so. That's paperback. I guess if you want hardback, you'd have to get it from her author page, I think.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe it was just
We have connections, so we got them personally hand delivered to us.
right. We did. Let me see.
Eyeball.
A sci-fi and fantasy editor's pick on Kobo. I don't really know what that is, Jennifer. Anyways,
Well, you can find her on her page on Facebook, though.
yes, I was gonna say
So
it's not like on Kindle. I don't think. I just looked on Amazon and let me look.
there was no Kindle option.
I'm looking. Well, you know, it says this app does not support and I'm like, okay, can you at least tell me why is Amazon like that?
I don't know. That it makes me mad though too, because that doesn't make any
No, and I'm like,
any
this
sense.
app is where I buy these books. So what is your problem? The Girl Next Door, J.R. Rogue.
Got it.
Oh, it is on Kindle.
Oh, cool.
Read
Okay.
it on
So you
Kindle
can
for
buy it on
99
Kindle.
cents.
99 cents.
Or you can have the beautiful paperback or hardback.
I have to have the book.
Me too.
Even
Me
if
too.
I read it on Kindle,
A
I need a
supernatural romantic suspense. I don't know what more you people need. I need everyone to read this because I will say, as I was reading it, I don't know if she's just gotten better as a writer, which I'm sure she has.
she's
Like
been
that's
writing
natural.
for years.
But it really sucked me in.
It
like
did
from
me
the
too.
very beginning, it held my interest. I was very curious what was happening and who was doing what and blah blah blah.
Yeah, loved
And
it.
the vibes, the Octobery, rainy,
Yeah,
cold
spooky
trailer park vibes.
trailer park. He is in a trailer park.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
all
think
the
I
stars.
gave it, I was going to say, I think I gave it all
5
the
stars
stars.
too.
Because 1, I love her.
Yeah, duh.
2, pretty cover.
Yeah,
3, it was
was good.
awesome. 4, vampires. 5,
werewolves, witches.
spooky read
Yeah.
season. Perfect.
Yeah. All right.
What's next?
Well, we just got back from Salem.
We did.
I know you can't tell, but I wore my black craft shirt.
I
It
can
doesn't
tell.
say Salem, but I got it in Salem.
Yes.
Had the best time. Ready to go back.
I would like to move.
Yeah, we were ready to move. I felt that way last year.
Not to Salem. I mean, like if someone gave me a house in Salem, I would live there.
Same.
But the place we stayed, it's like quaint.
Yes. Gloucester.
Gloucester.
It's not Gloucester.
Or Gloucester.
No.
We learned.
We got
were
yelled at several
trying to
times.
make it too fancy.
Yes. It's just
Listen,
Gloucester.
though, wouldn't you think like that everything is just faster, louder, grumpier there?
Yeah.
Quite the opposite.
It is. I felt this way last year too, and I told you, I was ready to move,
So I am.
and I can't put my finger
I
on
only
it.
saw one Trump sign.
I could
by
give
the
a
way.
shit less about who those people vote for.
I don't care who they vote for, but it was a refreshing thing to not see the massive flags on everybody's house.
Yeah.
It was. I enjoyed it.
Yes, I know you did. But yeah, it just feels slower.
It's slower. It's
and I know we were on
quieter.
vacation, so we're not like getting up and rushing kids to school.
We've
but
also been on vacation to LA, so
that didn't feel slow at all. It felt like I was on speed the whole time.
Yes, no.
Yeah, our Airbnb was right on the harbor in Gloucester. Like we woke up to the ocean and the harbor.
The ocean is even quieter.
Yes. Well, we did drive by when it was raining that one time, and I
couldn't hear it 'cause it was raining.
rough, but it looked scary. But yeah,
We only got honked at one time.
that was my bad. That was a me problem.
But I'm just saying, like, I've been honked at 4 times in a day in Springfield.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
And we didn't even know where we were going or what we were doing. We stopped in the middle of the road a couple times.
The reason I got honked at was, and I think I don't think it was a mean honk. I think they were like, yo, dude, because I entered a do not enter. It was an accident. I will say.
It was a one-way road.
The one downfall
we were going the other way.
of New England or where we've been, their roads are friggin' terrible.
Well, they're like 400 years old.
Yeah, there's no lines.
Yeah.
There's a lot of one-ways.
They're
It's
narrow.
Yes.
They're curvy, so like a lot of hidden road signs.
A lot of them are like uphill. They remind me of like San Francisco-y hills. Like everything is, how are we going uphill both ways?
Right.
What is happening? They got lots of rotaries, which is a roundabout.
AKA a roundabout.
They call them rotary.
Okay, so we want to move. I want to move.
I said that last year.
I was reading a book last night. I sent you the sentence, but I'm like, it says, true New Englanders love 3 things: the Red Sox, Dunkins, and fall. And I'm like,
that's me. I mean, I don't love the Red Sox.
I do want to move there. I can love the Red Sox.
I'll learn to love the Red Sox.
There was a Dunkins on every corner.
There's a lot of Dunkin' up there.
Fall is legit fall there.
Beautiful.
Here we came back and it was 90
90 the day we got back. Or
it was
like
flowers.
they're still. It looks like spring.
Well, and they have mums. Like we can't buy mums yet. They'll die.
Shrivel and die.
Like it's a friggin' drought here. But there it was like,
New England, like it has my soul up there.
It does mine too.
I was meant to live there.
We found sea glass.
We did. Some pieces were questionable.
Some pieces might have not been tumbled by the sea quite yet.
But we did find some sea glass.
We did.
Which I found sea glass last year too. There's a lot of sea glass up there. I don't know why.
I don't either. It's cool.
It's just there's so much history.
I was shocked that everyone was as nice as they were.
I know. I feel
except
the girl.
The locals of Salem.
In Salem. All right.
Let's go ahead and unpack Salem. It's Salem, the town.
The town of Salem, in October, I would say. Now, let me preface
September,
this by saying, part of me understands.
Part of me understands, too.
You have, tourists take over your town for a couple months out of the year.
That probably sucks.
I'm sure that it does. But, sorry that happened. I don't know what to tell you. But you don't have to be bitches to all the tourists. I get it.
We literally had a lady say that was in the Salem
Visitor Center.
She
worked
said,
there.
She said, the people don't leave their homes. And I was like,
oh, why?
It's really.
Yeah, it wasn't that busy. I've seen so many Salem TikToks from locals, and they are being very dramatic. Very dramatic about the crowds, the traffic.
I agree. Oh, yeah. What did someone say?
She was like, it was a girl, and she's like, listen, I'm from Salem. I'm a local. And when they tell you not to come here in October, they're just looking out for you. And she was like, you're going to pay $95 for parking. Wrong.
Mm-mm.
You're going to spend 45 minutes to an hour in traffic getting in and out. Wrong.
Is there days like that?
Maybe. I've not experienced it. I've been twice now.
On a weekend in October.
We went 2 days. I went on a weekend one day last year.
We went on a Sunday and a Monday, and the Sunday was significantly busier.
It was. That's when haunted happenings are going on.
If you're going to go, do it just like we did. Go on a weekend day and a weekday because it's really cool to see it packed. We saw street performers.
Yeah.
We saw all the bunch of characters, and they do not break character. And then we got to go again on a Monday, and it was so much quieter.
It was.
Like
it
a
was
lot
calm.
less people.
There were people there. All the stores are still open. I think there's a few that aren't open because that patisserie wasn't open.
Right.
I was pissed.
Yeah, because if you see a pumpkin or pumpkin spice macaron, get it because it is.
It is.
Oh my
I don't know what they put in their macarons up there, but they're so much better than any I've ever had.
Yes,
I don't. It's insane.
100%.
Yeah, Caramel was the name of that patisserie, and it was so cute. It was so good.
Address the bathrooms though.
Okay, I will say if you hear anyone talk about bathrooms,
they're
not wrong.
So it's porta potties, and they're hard to find.
They really are.
Nobody knows where they're at. You just if you stumble on them, go ahead and go pee.
Yeah. There are one. If you go into most of the restaurants and you if you eat or go buy a coffee, they will let you use the bathroom.
Right. Because we did that a couple times.
Also, the visitor center, they have bathrooms, and they were good.
Right. There is a whole bunch of hoopla, though, on the Salem pages about the Witch City Mall, which I was confused. Like, is it a mall? I didn't know.
It's like VF for our local people.
Right.
It's run down.
The stores are upkept. Like
there's
the
not
stores are maintained.
Many in there.
No.
There's a few.
And also you can access some of them from the outside.
Yes.
So like day one, we walked past the Witch City Mall
We didn't even
all freaking
know.
day and we didn't know.
Yeah, no.
Then that night we had a ghost tour.
Which, by the way, if you're going 100% book a ghost tour.
Yeah, and I wish we knew that guy's name so we could tell you to try to get him.
I know.
Because he was awesome.
I will find out, and next pod I will mention it because he was the best. We walked by
really cool.
Several other tours, and I heard their tour guides and was like,
I know.
the assault.
Right. Or just the boredom.
Yeah.
Like he was awesome.
He was. Loved him.
He also brought up how some of the locals don't like
the tourists.
And he's like, I don't, I think it's great.
Yeah,
and
that
I'm
was
glad.
part of his job.
Right. And I'm like, that probably keeps quite a bit of their town afloat, to be honest. Like, maybe I'm wrong.
I don't think so. I think a lot of those stores probably bank on that time of year. I mean,
he made a joke at the very end and was like, the real mystery is the bathrooms in the Witch City Mall. Like, I don't know what's going on there. To where we started thinking, like, is it a joke? Like,
maybe they just want to keep you out of those bathrooms.
Right. And so the next day we're like, we're hitting the Witch City Mall because we were like, holy shit, we walked past it 27 times.
And there was a couple stores in there that looked cool that we wanted
Die with your boots on.
Die with your boots on was cool.
So we get to die with your boots on through the outside. Like, we don't have to go in the mall. Look around, awesome. Then we go in the mall. And I'm like, okay, this isn't that bad. Like, what are these people talking about? And then I'm like, okay, the floor is wet. It is dirty.
The wall is falling off the wall.
It is cracked and falling in.
Yeah.
The trash cans look like they've never taken. It's like
they're
in
like,
the floor.
Yeah, it's like overflowing.
It is like you're responsible for keeping up your store, but there is no like janitor, for the middle part.
So we go in search of the bathroom.
It's hard to find.
It is. But the second you hit the bathroom hallway, the smell of ammonia was so like I couldn't hardly breathe.
I know. I cannot explain how bad I can tell you because we have a cat. Listen, I was dumping the litter box last night and it's not been dumped since I got back. It's been cleaned, but not dumped.
Not dumped out.
The whole bottom was full of cat pee.
Right.
And as I'm like dumping it, just straight ammonia hits my nose. And I'm like, that's exactly
what the
what it smelled
city
like.
bathroom.
There was a
mall
group
smells.
of ladies in front of us, and they hit the bathroom before us, and she like opens it and reports back to her group, and she's like, we're going to wait for the porta potties.
Yeah.
We couldn't even make it down the hallway.
We turned around.
And like, I've gone to the bathroom in some sketchy places. I have
Listen,
peed outside.
Yeah. I would rather maybe swim in a porta potty than step foot in that bathroom.
I would eat dinner in a porta potty before I would go further down that hallway.
I've never smelled anything like that. I'd rather waller in your cat litter box.
It was so gross.
Than smell that smell again.
I would rather scoop the litter box with my bare hands and then go eat a sandwich.
Yeah.
Than go down that hallway.
Oh my God. They are not lying. It is terrible. So just check that box. Yeah. No Witch City Mall bathrooms.
We didn't
unless
have a
you'd
problem.
like to die.
We didn't have a problem with toilet paper because some people were like, take your own toilet paper.
There was toilet paper. There was one bathroom. It was when we ate at Dire Wolf, and just my stall that I went in
didn't have
any. Also, their bathroom kind of smelled terrible. Also
like pee.
Yeah,
I'm like, what is it you guys are eating and drinking here that is making your pee so smelly?
Maybe for tourist season, they're just like, fuck these bathrooms. We're not cleaning anything.
I mean, I kind of don't blame
your
them
own
there.
risk.
So, yeah.
So, yeah, bathrooms. The one downfall, I will say, it was terrible.
The stores. You have to wait in line to get in the stores.
You do.
But it's not bad.
No, that girl's video was like, you have to wait 45 minutes to an hour to get into stores. And once you've gone in the stores, they're all the same.
They're not the same.
They're not all the same. We waited at most, and I think it was probably for Black Craft.
Which is probably, that's the day one is when we did not go in Black Craft because the line was
very long.
However, then we saw pictures of it that night, and we were like, oh shit, we have to go tomorrow. It is massive.
Oh, it's so
cool. Black, and there's a giant flying witch.
I know, it's so freaking awesome. And they have a speakeasy coffee bar that you have to make a reservation for.
We did not
do that.
Mostly because we drank entirely too much coffee while we were there.
Out a little bit, which I never thought I'd hear myself say, but here we are. But yeah, so we did wait, but even that store, we waited like 15 minutes.
Yeah, and then you can look in there as long as you want.
Yeah. We were in that store a long time.
Like 30 minutes.
Yeah, because I had to make the rounds several times. There's so much stuff in there.
And a couple places to take pictures. Yeah.
But all the other stores, we maybe waited like 5 minutes.
It is just so pretty everywhere. Everywhere had window boxes that had mums and plants and pumpkins, and oh my God, it's like,
I know.
I'll be there
mentally that's how I was last year.
Long old time.
I leave for Maine on Wednesday.
Yeah.
To go back, even though it's not Massachusetts, but I'm super excited because I've never been to Maine.
No.
And I feel like it will be the same. I feel like it'll be similar.
It will. Yeah. It'll be awesome.
I know. I'm
so excited for you. I'm probably going to need you to bring me a sweatshirt.
Duh. Will do.
Another thing that is on my list that I didn't want to forget. We went to eat in Salem at Gulu Gulu Cafe.
Oh, yeah. It was good.
It was good. It was strange. Like, I mean, it's not like I don't know. They had mac and cheese, which Tiff was going to get, and I thought she was going to cry when they were like, we're out.
Yeah, I would have cried too.
We also were trying not to eat a bunch. And their sandwiches, it's like soup sandwiches. Yeah. Their sandwiches we saw someone order. They were huge.
They were really big.
We got an appetizer. And so
there was a lot of food we wanted to eat. So we were trying to make it small portions throughout the day.
So we got a cup of goulash. Now, I knew it wasn't going to be like our goulash.
I didn't know that. I didn't read very well.
I knew it.
So if you're I've never, goulash to me is like macaroni noodles, tomatoes, sometimes
ground beef.
Yeah, ground beef. Sometimes people put like chili seasoning in it. It's like chili mac or like we do it like sugary, tomatoey ground beef.
Now we do macaroni and tomatoes, and it's macaroni, tomatoes, sugar.
Yes.
Our goulash is chili seasoning.
Is it? Okay. Yeah,
my family's. That's just how we've always had it.
But it's always like some version of noodles, tomatoes,
Yes.
meat sometimes.
Yes. This was beef stew.
This was beef stew.
It was shreddy
Beef broth.
beef stew flavor.
Yeah,
like
a peppery beef stew.
it was good.
It was so good, but when they brought it, I was like, the fuck is this? This isn't goulash.
Yeah.
But
So I Googled and I think it was German. German goulash is our beef stew.
yes, which is weird.
I know. So
And-
now I'm curious. Do you know what goulash is?
Yeah. What is your goulash? Where you're
And
from?
what is in it? And yeah.
Because I think of like a spaghetti-ish type dish, and I
Right.
know you like some people put
Yes.
chili in it.
Yeah.
But I was thrown when they brought it out.
I was
with
too.
and it was
but it was really good.
It was really good.
It hit the spot.
It did.
It was cold and rainy.
Yeah. What can I say?
Yeah.
But it was kind of spicy. It was really good. And the bread they brought out looked like it was going to be like crack a tooth
Right.
bread. And
Especially my teeth. I was afraid. But it was
soft and
yummy.
dunk it in that
warm. I'd like
beef
to,
stew
I would
goulash.
like to have that today.
Me too. Me as well. Let's go back.
Yeah. Okay.
Flights are cheap enough. Let's
They
just
are.
leave.
Speaking of, right?
Spirit. Oh,
First
let's have
time
a
flight.
conversation.
Let's do it.
Because we got told by numerous people that Spirit
Sucks.
is trash.
Which I'm like, I kind of expect it to be trash. My round trip flight was $63.
Right. It's like Allegiant, but less. Allegiant,
Right.
but less.
Right.
Let me tell you. I loved it.
Okay. Riddle me this. I don't need it riddled. I know the answer. I'm just saying it's stupid. When we fly Allegiant, they have multiple flights that day to a lot more places than Spirit. So
Right.
when we are leaving wherever we went, we get there and we're like, son of a bitch. The line to check your bag is so long. And a lot of people don't check bags. But listen, we're a tourist trap. We're going to buy all of the things.
Oh, yeah.
So we're checking the bag.
I got it. Yeah.
But like every single time we have left our place on an Allegiant flight, we end up getting called out of line or we're going to miss the flight,
Right.
like to check a bag.
Right.
Spirit, it wasn't like that. It just,
We went right to the cabinet, checked our bag.
the line was, it was a little long, but they moved fast.
They did move fast. The plane was one of the cleanest planes I've probably been on. And I'm not kidding when I say that. They have
Dividers.
walls
right.
on your seat, which I love.
I like it when you're sitting by a stranger because it's like, you
Your
stay
space,
over there.
my
Also,
space.
it's
Yeah.
a little tricky when you're getting out.
That is
'cause it's
true.
Like I'm
Because
getting
you can't
hung.
like lift the but I loved it. I felt
I liked it too.
I felt cozy.
I prefer it.
I prefer it also.
And then you saw that it was rated like the safest,
The safest airline of 2024.
but also they're filing for bankruptcy.
Are they
or
really,
they're going
though?
bankrupt? That's what I've heard.
I didn't Google that.
I didn't either, but I have heard it multiple
I
times.
did. I saw something, maybe a TikTok, and I was like, nuh-uh. Googled, and it's true. They were like, it was like Forbes or some, legit magazine.
Right.
Or website that was like the safest and least safe airlines. And Spirit was number one.
Yeah,
Shout out Spirit.
Yeah, I
You
liked
don't
it.
get a drink unless you buy it. That's the only,
Right.
unless you're in the fancy seats in front of
Yes.
us, which like
You can
the
You can pay
flights
a little
are
bit
cheap
more for
enough. You
those.
could
Yeah.
probably, if you really want to,
and get unlimited snacks in
and
those
drinks.
seats.
Yeah, and there's only two, and they're big and
Bigger.
comfy, and they have
Yeah.
like a whole console, like
They
a
do.
car console, and
because we were in the row both times,
right behind,
exactly behind
I
it.
was
So we were like looking through the
like,
crack,
yeah,
like.
their fancy seats up there.
Anyways, it was awesome.
But yeah, I had no problem with Spirit,
Me
and
either.
my only problem is I have to drive my ass to Kansas City to get on the plane, and I
getting on the plane is fine
Yeah,
because you're
'cause you're
driving
like,
3 hours and you're like,
"Yay."
yes, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. And then when you come home, you're like, oh my God, I just want to be home.
Yeah, and we have a 3.5 hour drive ahead of us. Terrible.
That did suck.
I a little bit wanted to cry.
I know. What else? Because I've got a couple more things, but what do you have? Because we had a lot. Because we didn't do this last week.
We didn't. We skipped. I have a fun one that I told you on the way home, and you looked it up.
Okay.
If you haven't looked, please make it a priority to look up the Nutter Butter TikTok page. What is going on?
They're on acid.
They are on it. They have to be. Who is their marketing person? They are tripping on acid every post they make.
We bought a family-sized carton of Nutter Butters. We bought $60
worth
of
of
snacks the first night we got there.
And the only thing we had left was a box of Cheez-Its.
Yeah. They got left behind
They
because
did.
I just didn't want to carry them. But I did carry the Nutter Butters.
And the Triscuits.
Oh, and the Triscuits.
We polished those off on the drive home.
We did. But you were like, have you ever seen their TikTok page? And I'm like, random, no. So I looked and...
I don't know. I don't like...
I think they're trying to appeal to like the
Gen Z.
Yes, I think that's what I read. But I'm like, what?
That's like if you, okay, so I'm assuming whoever it is like 87 and they're like, I bet Gen Z will love this. And it really just comes off as like insanity.
Weird and trippy.
It is. None of it makes it, none of it has to do with a Nutter Butter.
No, there's just usually a Nutter Butter with a face
and
on
like
it.
flashing lights and like,
it's very
you know,
psychedelic.
like trippy music and it's weird. It is like watching an acid trip happen, but with a Nutter Butter.
Strange.
I know.
I don't understand.
So weird. Such a weird thing. But I also kind of love it. I don't know why, because I'm like, it's...
Nutter Butter doesn't need much advertising.
No.
Like, it's a Nutter Butter. I'm here for it.
I know. Me too. It's just,
They're bussing.
They are bussing. I don't even like peanut butter, but I do like Nutter Butters. And I think it's because it's like peanut butter, but it's like
Just
subtle. Even though it's all peanut butter.
And
but it's like,
shaped like a peanut.
yeah,
They're delicious.
they really are. I'll eat Nutter Butters forever.
Yeah.
All right, what you got?
Well, speaking of not delicious, we had some small town drama while we were gone.
I don't know if I can get through this.
I'm very upset I missed it. So, night 2, we're there.
Yeah.
Listen, our town has a chicken festival.
Whatever.
We have a place,
the Cackle Hatchery.
We have a place called the Cackle Hatchery, and they
supply chickens.
Like, and like I think big shipments,
Yes.
like to other, like it's not just here.
They are a very large operation.
Yes.
But they're in
they
Lebanon.
put on a chicken festival. Like I don't know. Is there a bounce house? I've never been. But Ramsey takes Greer, and she's all about it.
Yeah.
She calls it the chicken festival, and she gets her face painted, and she touches a chicken, and
it's a good time.
Yeah,
when
apparently
you're like
so.
I can see it.
They had an egg eating contest. Which I didn't know 'cause
We're not there.
Yeah.
We're not home.
So Ramsey one night was like, I'm trolling Facebook. And I was like, who? And he sends me the post. So they had an egg eating contest. And I go. And speaking of the locals being outraged, the girl that won the egg eating contest flew in from, was it Massachusetts?
Ironically enough.
Yes. I'm like, what if we were on the same flight as her?
That'd be so funny.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
She's a tiny human.
She's a tiny girl.
Let me tell you, she ate 112 eggs in 8
hard-boiled eggs.
minutes.
The hell. I mean, kudos, because that is a feat.
You can Google her.
Yeah. She's a professional eater.
She is a professional eater. Like, she's on Google.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Hence the drama.
Yeah. People are like, Billy
robbed.
Bob was the real winner with his 30 eggs eaten. And I'm like, listen, Billy Bob needs to step it up because this chick put down 112 eggs. Like,
People were pissed because this girl flew in.
and they're like, it's not fair to the locals.
She stole the title of egg eating champion from the locals.
And won the money.
Yeah.
She said she asked multiple times if professional eaters were welcome.
Yeah.
And let me just tell you, had I been in town and known she was here, I would much rather go watch a tiny woman eat 112 eggs in 8 minutes than big old Billy Bob eat his 30 or whatever it was he ate. I don't
know. I mean,
it's more entertaining to me
I'd
because
rather
I'm like,
not watch anybody eat that many eggs.
I mean, me either, but
yeah, I agree.
As far as entertainment purposes go.
Yeah. Like, what a disappointment Billy Bob is.
Right.
30, that's all you got?
And I'm like, can we maybe add a deviled egg eating contest? Because I'm curious as to how many of those I could put down. I could
put down a lot.
Probably 112 in 8 minutes.
But people were like, this thread was like hundreds upon hundreds of comments. This is what happens when you live in a small town in southern Missouri with nothing going on. The drama is they flew in a professional eater.
I was dying at the comments.
One, we were kind of high.
Yeah. Sleep deprived.
Yeah, sleep deprived.
But
honestly, it was awesome. Somebody said, like, oh God, I would hate to be the car on the way home.
R.I.P. to her car on the way home.
But I love it.
And she had to get on there and comment
she
too
was like,
and defend herself.
I'm like, people, get a life. Oh my God.
I'm like, she has trained for this.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to win next year.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
Start
eating
training.
Eggs.
Yeah.
Get with it. It's kind of,
I know.
It's going to gag. Hard-boiled eggs too.
Lots of people though too were like in support of her.
They were.
And defending
yes.
her, and I'm like, but yeah, it was just ridiculous.
Yeah, well,
I'm like, you go ahead and boycott that chicken festival next year.
What a disgrace. Yeah. Welcome to Missouri.
I would like everyone to look up the Cackle Hatchery on Facebook and find the post and read the comments.
Yes,
because they're
hours of entertainment.
They do not disappoint.
No. They don't.
I had tears.
I know. Speaking of comments, did I sent you the TikTok video of the pumpkin spice girl bathtub?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I spent forever on that post reading comments. So this girl,
it's like the bathtub, like the vibe. I've seen several.
Yeah, but
one
she
was
like
a black and red themed
that's
one.
Fine. This one was over that. She had a book. She had a movie. She had like 900 pumpkin spice bath bombs. She had like floaty leaves, candles,
tea,
snacks,
coffee,
tea, water.
Yeah,
it was insane. I'm like, kudos, like good for you. I would never spend that much. But the comments were whole. If you haven't seen the video,
they were funny.
People were like, "Oh, cool, a pumpkin spice thrush for fall."
I spit, but yes, I saw the thrush comments and it made me laugh.
I know. I was just like,
oh my God.
And she like runs the bath and throws everything in and then goes in the kitchen and bakes cookies.
Yeah.
And people were like,
they're like,
oh,
the
cool.
bath water's going to be cold.
A cold bath with my whatever. I'm like, what the hell?
I don't know.
That's weird.
It was
over the top. But you know what?
And
she
also,
got like,
I'm like, how much did that cost?
Yeah.
How much did that one bath set you back?
Are you living in that bathtub for the next week?
I don't know.
It was over the top.
It was.
It was crazy.
It was.
But I did get a kick out of the
so did I.
The comments.
They
it was
were good.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm. I could have read those for hours.
I know. I read them. I read them for a long time.
Yes.
And was like, oh my God, I love it. Now what? What you got?
Well, I did want to. I got two little things.
Okay.
On the way to Kansas City, there was a man on a motorcycle.
I told Cole about this.
He might not be alive today.
I'm unsure.
He was weaving in and out of the Kansas City, like
like
almost to the airport
lane,
traffic.
Yeah.
Touching
a semi.
The semis.
Like, and what the hell?
I don't know. I thought he was going to pull like a Fast and Furious and go
under it. No,
we were freaking out.
And why none of us grabbed a camera?
It was happening so fast. And I was so shocked.
And he was going like, he had to be going like 95.
That's part of the reason we didn't video.
Yeah, because he was like speed demon.
Yes.
But yeah, he was touching.
He was like flying and then was like sideways and laying it over like, and like touching the truck.
Yeah.
And he was putting on a show.
He was, but I'm like,
it was entertaining.
It was.
But
he has to have a death wish. Though.
I don't
Why
know.
would you do that?
I don't know.
It was scary.
It was wild.
All three of us were like, oh my God.
Yeah, we were flipping out.
And he was doing the thing where you like go,
yes.
Like both laying it down on both sides. And there were like, we were going like 80, like to keep up with Kansas City traffic.
And we're trying to get to the airport.
And it was like, it was packed. Like
it was. There was lots of, he touched 2 vehicles. Yeah. And I was just like, what are you doing, guys?
Yeah.
It was crazy.
It was insane.
Like these motorcycle drivers are
like,
I couldn't do it. I
always watch
scared.
out for motorcycles and I like motorcycles, but like, sir, come on.
If we're going to watch out for you, maybe
you need to not be an idiot.
Maybe stop driving like Evel Knievel.
Yes, stop touching the semis.
Yeah, not necessary.
No. And can you imagine if he had wrecked on that no. There would have been a pile. Like it was so busy and it gave me major anxiety, but also entertaining to watch. Yes. I was just like, dear God, please don't let him crash in front of us.
Right. I don't want to see that.
No. What's your other thing?
Also, welcome to 2024. We went in an all-gender bathroom.
I loved it. Let me
too.
tell you, it was in the Kansas City airport.
Yes, which is new.
Yes.
And we're looking for a bathroom. Mm-hmm. We're in a hurry.
Mm-hmm.
All genders. And I'm like, meh, I don't care. I just watched a guy go in there with this little kid.
Okay, that's what I was going to say. So one, they're rooms. Like there's not like urinals where guys, no, it's like rooms.
That
rooms
brought up a good point too.
What?
They don't have urinals at home.
I know. I said that. I was like, why do they need a urinal?
Yeah, I know. So I'm like, what's the, why do they have?
Why do we have? I don't know.
Are they cheaper?
Maybe. They take up less space. You can put why do they have urinals?
I don't know.
It doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't. Anyways, we walk in and it's like full room stalls.
It's a room.
Like there's a, space at the bottom.
But the walls go to the ceiling. There's
can
like
hear,
no cracks in the doors.
I can hear men peeing and probably pooping, but I am not offended.
But I'm like, that really does eliminate like, oh, I'm a dad with a little girl. Do I take her in the dude bathroom or do I enter the? Because I've seen women. I totally agree when they're like, just announce that you like, I've got a little girl and I'm bringing her in. I wouldn't care.
Put your ween away.
Yeah,
at your urinal that you have to have.
Going into the women's bathroom, like the dad coming in with the little girl, so she's not in the men's bathroom.
Right.
But I'm like, this totally eliminates all of that.
Well,
like
but
anybody
also,
can go
people
into
are so not just us as a group of people are upset that we have to have an all gender bathroom. Like it's so taboo because
I think in their brain they probably don't understand what it would look like. And Cole has said because he goes to France for his work over there, that's all there is.
I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with it if it's set up like that. I have no problem with like I don't really want to take my 4-year-old daughter into a gender neutral whatever bathroom with dudes at urinals and wieners out.
Yeah, that's not gender neutral to me.
Me either. That's
not an all gender bathroom. That's a toilet for a
dude
wiener peeing person.
That's what I mean. I think people when you say the like gender neutral, all gender whatever bathroom,
I never pictured that.
I didn't either, but I'm saying I think
Some
a lot
people.
of people think
I don't
that's
think
what
that's
it
the
is.
real problem.
But I mean, it's not.
Yeah.
But
They're just using that as an excuse.
but like I said, like if they did have a wall of urinals like they do in a men's restroom,
I mean, no,
it would be uncomfortable to take my kids into that. But like, no, the way I don't know why that eliminates so many problems for all involved.
Oh, the women's restroom is closed for cleaning.
Yeah. No, it's just all one.
Yeah. All one. Let's do it.
I vote yes.
Yeah.
And then all the chaos that comes with, like, there's all kinds of bathroom issues.
Right.
These are fine. Like, they're just they're rooms. They're totally private.
It's like your bathroom at home.
Yes.
But a row of them.
Yeah.
And then sinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I vote yes.
Me too.
It was actually kind of
right.
And I actually prefer those bathroom rooms than I do like a stall in a women's bathroom because like I don't know.
I agree.
The doors never lock.
I was going to say they don't lock or they don't shut all the way or whatever.
Like there's holes at the top and bottom. Like I liked my little room cocoon.
Me too.
It was nice.
It was.
So
more gender, what was it? More.
I think it was all like just.
What the hell
I
was
don't
it
know.
Called? All.
It wasn't called gender neutral.
No, it wasn't. It was.
I think it was all gender.
All genders.
Yeah,
I like them.
I like them too. Mm-hmm. I'm on that. I'm on that train.
If you make those bidets,
got a winner. Got a winner.
Winner.
Chicken dinner.
Got it.
I have a few things.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the freaking Tesla robots?
I've seen them before.
I don't know why, but they're flooding my TikTok. Like
just a couple days ago at my mom's, I couldn't hear the TV, but I saw them marching out in a row, and I said, "Those freak me out."
Yeah. What are we doing?
Stop,
Elon.
Right.
Stop with the bullshit. Make your ugly trucks or whatever you want to do. Your Starlink is cool. Put the robots away. Like, have we not seen iRobot? And
I have.
Me too.
And that's why I'm like, no.
No. Mm-mm. I don't want. They were like, you can rent one for $30,000 to babysit your kid.
No.
And they're like, they interviewed one. I mean, I think all this is real because it was the same clip of them like marching out.
Well, we saw one in LA in the Tesla store.
We did.
And you can have conversations with them.
It's like,
it's AI, just like when you're using like chat GPT or whatever.
Well, they asked this one, they were like basically like, what are you doing to like fit in? And they were like, well, we're like learning from humans to be more human. And I'm like, no. No.
Can we just give it robot answers?
Yeah. Like, yeah, I am a robot.
Right.
Yeah, no. It even like, this part was really weird. To the point I was like, is somebody else like, is Elon behind the scenes? Like, when they asked it a question, it like paused in thought.
Yeah.
And I was like, literal F?
No.
Mm-mm. This is a terrible idea.
I agree.
I don't want
Remember
one.
when they talked about cloning humans and pets and everyone was like, oh my God. Blah. Like, where's the outrage over the Tesla robot? Why do we have these?
We don't need them.
Why is there an army of them? I am uncomfortable.
I am uncomfortable. I don't like it at all.
I don't either.
Put them away.
Like the trucks, the cars, fine.
Yeah.
The humans, the human robot thing. No.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Done.
Right.
No. I'll kick it.
No. I will
turn
dump
that shit
some
off.
Water on it or something.
It will kick you into the pool.
The rain.
Yeah.
Right.
Terrible.
Yeah.
No. They're probably fucking waterproof or some shit.
Probably. But good news, we'll never afford one.
No.
So
the good thing about living in a place like we live, no one here will have a Tesla robot. I mean, I
didn't think anyone would have a Tesla truck, and I've seen a couple of them.
I know there's one in my neighborhood actually.
I know.
The Harley dude.
Yeah.
He has one because it's wrapped. It's wrapped in Harley, whatever. But no. Tesla robots.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Have you seen? I posted a TikTok this morning about it. The 17 diaper girl. Mm-hmm. It irritates me far more than it probably should.
It irritates me quite a bit too.
Like, they came for that poor mom.
And who is coming for her?
High horse moms? I don't know, but I'm like,
what's it like to be
super mom, perfect? Right. I don't know, but like she
also,
was 5 days postpartum.
Say she has a newborn. She's
a toddler.
Only had the newborn out of her body for 5 days.
Yeah.
If she had a C-section, she's, had abdominal surgery. So she said she doesn't have a diaper pail or a diaper genie. And so she kind of just changes the diaper on the couch, leaves the diaper there, changes the diapers in bed at night and kind of drops them next to her side of the bed. So she rounded them up from a day and there was 17.
Day. Yeah. But I'm like, shit, I was her. I was way worse probably. I said, when I was postpartum.
And she's videoing as she walks around. And I'm like, her house is nice. Her house is nice and clean.
And she seemed in good spirits. She was like, look at all these diapers.
She's probably not now.
No, probably not. She got crucified. But I do love all the, support she's got. Me too. Because I'm
That's
like,
how
you
it
guys
should
are
be.
assholes.
I know. It makes me so mad.
I did have a C-section. I had preeclampsia. Crosby was colicky. She didn't sleep. There was diapers and dishes and laundry. And
I didn't. I had a good baby. She was pretty good. She's not as good as Allie. She cried more. But I had a diaper genie.
So did I.
And it was full. And there was still
I know.
I'd
diapers
sit in
around
bed
it.
and change her and just chuck it in the general direction of the diaper genie.
Yeah.
And it was everyone else's job in the house to occasionally poke those down in there.
Did we all collectively forget what postpartum is like?
Well,
holy shit.
Some women apparently just.
If you're a woman and you sailed through postpartum.
If you're a woman and you judge any other mom, go to hell.
Agreed.
Eat straight to it.
Yeah.
Do not pass go. You don't get shit.
$200.
You suck.
You really do. I hate all the people who said
they're
anything.
call CPS or call
She's
DFS.
Gross. That's not post. That's being filthy.
You owe it to your child to give them whatever.
was changing its diapers.
Yeah.
And
feeding it.
Yeah. It made 17 times.
Right.
That was better than I was probably doing at 5 days postpartum.
I don't remember 5 days postpartum.
That's what I said. I think I blacked out the first 6 months because I was so sleep deprived and dying, and Crosby was a terrible baby. Terrible.
Yeah.
She
was.
I know.
I'm sorry that happened.
I know. It was so bad.
Multiple times. I was like, have you tried turning her off and turning her back on?
It was,
have you considered taking her back to the hospital and being like,
can I exchange this one for one that is happier? Yeah. People made comments to me she's just such an unhappy baby. And I'm like, I fucking know. You ought to try it 24/7.
Uh-huh.
I was losing my fucking mind. I thought my family may have tried to commit me. I'm not sure. It was terrible.
Yeah.
So if you are ooh, I got 17 diapers today, you're doing way better than a lot of people are.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good on
you. And her husband wasn't home.
Right.
And someone said he was on a fucking hunting trip. So can we all shame him? No. I'll shame why are we not shaming a dad that left his 5-day postpartum wife at home with a newborn and a toddler?
Probably because she was I'll handle it. What's,
probably.
Worse, I may let the diapers pile
That's
up.
That's probably true.
Big deal.
If I would have cried. But I'm whatever.
I don't know.
Nobody said anything about that. Just that,
you know. because it's all the women coming for the mom. And it's
I know. It's
BS.
insane.
I don't like those kinds of women.
I don't either, and that's why we don't have any friends except ourselves, except me and you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you shamed her, just know
We hate you. Yep.
Sorry, not sorry. No mom shaming here unless you're not changing the diapers. And even then, I'm like 5 days postpartum. You need some fucking help.
We got mom shamed in our early
We get mom
podcasts and TikToks because we bed shared.
Oh, yeah. Won't apologize for that either.
No.
Don't care.
Nope.
So,
where are we at?
5, 3, 53 minutes. You got anything else?
No,
I've got a couple
was all
things.
I really had.
I have two more things that are both really quick.
Okay.
One, we read a lot. We're readers. We're in a book club.
Right.
But we also have a life. Like we have families and kids and activities.
I am not a fast reader.
You're not a fast reader.
I think I have narcolepsy.
I think you have narcolepsy too. That's where Allie gets it.
Yeah.
Listen, if you go on Book Talk, there are numerous videos. They're like, I read 24 books this month. These are my books I read. And I'm like, you read fucking 24 books? What were you doing?
That's like almost a book a day.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Reading.
How? How are you reading? Like, do you not have
readers.
kids? Do you not have a husband? Do you not have a job? Do you have a job that allows you, is reading your job?
I was going to say, is that your job?
I am a fast reader. I have you as a witness. I'm a pretty quick reader.
I told you were a faster reader than me, and you were like, I don't think that's true. And then 2 days ago, you said you finished the book that we were both reading that I started an entire week before you.
Yeah, that's true. I read that in a day. But it was a weekend day. I was home. Like I started it that evening and then I finished the next morning. Yeah. But we were home. Carter had a bunch of friends over, so they were out of my hair. And Crosby was kind of hanging out with them. And so I just had time to read. But I don't always have, usually my only time to read is nighttime after all of my family is asleep. And then me too. Like sometimes I stay up. Sometimes my eyes are like.
Yeah.
So how do you read 200 books a year?
I don't.
How do you do that?
I don't know.
I'm baffled every time I see a TikTok that's like, I read 230 books last year, and I'm like,
are you counting the books you're reading your kids?
I don't know. Someone answer.
How do you do that?
Are you reading 100 tiny novellas that are like 80 pages? Because there's a lot of those floating around. Mm-hmm. But I see but a lot of the I read 24 books this month. They're books. Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
The hell?
That's not me.
I can't do that either.
I'm doing good at getting 2 a month.
I usually read 2 to 4 a month, depending on.
I can do 2 to 4.
Sometimes I read more. Yeah. Sometimes I read less. Sometimes book. Sometimes getting
0.
the book club book finished in a month is a task.
Sometimes it's 0.
Yeah, same. I'm just I'm confused.
Me too.
Are they lying? Probably. I did see.
Is that your TBR? Are you confusing I read with I bought?
Yeah.
Because I bought that many.
Yeah. Same. I bought 200 books the past year. Did I read all 200? No. Am I going to buy 200 more the following year?
Yes.
Yes.
100%.
I did see a Book Talk girl say, call out several of the, I don't know specifically, that was there's a lot of book talkers who they don't think they read any of them. They're buying them. They're making their little TikToks for clout and.
Okay.
Which I'm I guess you can't prove that, but I'm maybe it's maybe. I don't know. Are you just reading the synopsis? And I don't. It's just confusing to me.
It is. I don't understand, but I don't read fast.
I mean, I do. That's what I'm I'm a pretty quick reader, and I don't. I would have.
The TV was a little too loud last night, and
I know,
I
you
just
told
kept
me.
reading the same sentence.
That's what you said when we were in Salem. You're like, I've read this same sentence 67
It's because
times.
you were on the phone. I couldn't. It's my auditory processing disorder. I can't tune that stuff out.
That.
I can't read if I can hear.
I've got a really big one that I don't think we have time for today. We'll save it for next time. But my last little one is, where the fuck did waterbeds go?
To hell.
But who did that? Where did they all go? Why does no one have a waterbed anymore?
Because they're a giant pain in the ass and disgusting.
I know, it's such a 90s thing.
Did you have a waterbed? I think my sister did.
I didn't, but
there was one at my
Nikki
grandma's
did.
house.
My dad's mom had one.
You want to know where our back problems have came from?
Waterbeds.
Zero orthopedic support.
What do you think was the thought process behind a waterbed?
I think acid in the 70s. Drugs.
Drugs are like, let's just fill this balloon full of water and then we'll
I want to
sleep
feel like
on
I'm
it.
sleeping
In a pool, on a floaty. Just
No. Were you
float
ever
spa.
around for when they would have to change the water in the waterbed?
No, never. I've never seen that happen.
What a ridiculous...
Why do you have to change the
Were
water?
you, Ramsey? Have you
Did you
ever
ever watch
seen them
a-
change? Yeah. We would have to get a water hose, bring in your hose from outside, hope it can run from the tub to the bed, siphon, drain it. Why would we do that?
Why did you redo your water?
I don't know. I mean, I was a child,
Did it
so
get
I never
yucky in
was
there?
I don't
I
know.
mean, did they have heaters too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
Okay. That does kind of sound like I'd like to maybe try that again.
Yeah.
Like a heated.
I don't want one to sleep on, but can we have a water chair? A water couch? Heated water
I
balloon
don't know,
couch?
but
It's a good
what
idea.
a weird ass thing. It was a giant wood box.
Yeah, that you
And you
plopped
put
this-
your big ass balloon bed in there and
heat that water up.
fill it with water.
I remember going.
I'm going to have to ask my mom, why did we drain them and fill them back up?
I need to ask my mom because did I have one? I may have blocked it from my memory when I
will
was a
say
child.
one of my favorite things to do when I was little was me and my cousins would sit on the corner and we'd grab it and we'd pull it back as far as we could.
And then
we'd let it go and we'd shoot across
Yeah.
the room.
I can
Or
remember
just slapping 'em.
Yeah, or jumping on them, and it was blah, 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 blah. But then they just stopped. They're gone. They went away. Does anybody have water beds still? Does
I bet
anyone
the
own a water bed?
I bet the landfill is full of old dead water beds. What did we do with those?
Mm-hmm.
A king size water bed?
I don't know.
What if you were on a second floor? How heavy is that?
You'd have to drag a hose up to the second floor. No.
I mean,
And
unless
then
you had a bathroom there.
Where do you drain it?
We would drain it into the bathtub.
How did you get, you stuck a hose and then siphoned it? Okay.
In
so
the
I was going to
tub.
say, you can't move those. You can't pull it into the,
But
I
I'm
can
still
barely pull a
why
kiddie
did we
pool
do
for my
that?
kid.
I know.
They're
We
water
do it
is heavy.
every year with our pool cover that we're I think that's good.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Why what?
I don't know.
Oh.
Well, I'm still just why did we empty them and fill
don't know.
them back up?
Maybe because the water and the heat would make it mold. But even if there was mold in there though, and you emptied the water, there's still mold all over the inside.
I don't think it was a mold issue.
Why would you do that then? Why? I wonder if the heat made it evaporate eventually.
Yeah, but that would just be filling it up.
I don't know.
And then what a mess. Can you imagine filling up your bed and
No.
what if it overflows a little
what if it
or gets
popped
a hole?
in the night?
That
What
That kind of
that'd
stuff
be a
has happened.
rude awakening.
Yeah.
Your
And
bed
then
is
you're just
gone. Yeah.
Your room is destroyed.
Flooded.
No wonder they got rid of them.
I mean, it's a terrible idea, really.
I gotta Google.
But I would take like a heated water chair to just, waller in maybe.
Where did waterbeds go?
I'm sure you can still buy. I have hair.
They were invented in the late 60s and
definitely.
became very popular in the 70s and 80s.
Definitely an acid trip.
They
Probably
were
the same
difficult to
person
fill and
running
drain,
Nutter
and
Butters
they
TikTok.
require ongoing maintenance. It's like having a pool in your house that you
Yes,
can't
that you
swim
sleep
in.
on.
Yeah.
That you can't swim in.
Leaks, weight, all the things. Sickness. Yes.
Sickness.
Seasick. Yeah, like
Can you imagine getting a waterbed being like, got this super cool waterbed
No
makes you
support.
seasick? That'd suck. I didn't think about that.
yeah. They fell out of fashion with silk sheets. Doesn't say that.
Oh, I was
Just,
like, for real?
I can just remember it was like frilly sheets. I remember the bed frame was like wood and
a wooden box. That was when everybody had the headboards with like shelves, like shelving units in them, and
yes.
sometimes they had like a light or something. Disgusting.
Yeah. A $2 billion industry went out of style within a span of 10 years
It's unfortunate.
because they're terrible.
Yeah, because it was a terrible idea. Seemed like a good idea in theory.
I have to know the answer to this right now.
What?
Why did we change the water in them?
Why'd you change the water in waterbeds? Oh, Sherry asked you that, didn't she? what I
Algae or
said.
bacteria.
But then if you drained the water, it'd still be on the thing.
My God, no. It's hard enough for me to just wash my fucking bed sheet
I was
in a day.
literally going to say, it takes all my effort to
It's an
wash my
all-day
sheets
event.
and make my bed.
It is an all-day event.
Can you imagine? That's like a whole day of changing your waterbed water. No.
Yes,
What a
no,
terrible-
it was. I'm telling you,
No.
I can remember. I was probably 5.
Terrible. Okay. Terrible.
I think we're done.
Are we done? Is there anything we need to talk about?
Like, follow, and subscribe.
Like, follow, and
Things in my
subscribe,
eye.
please.
Yeah.
Oh, we have our witchy book club tonight.
Yes.
We're having like a full,
We're summoning things.
yeah, like
Books.
a book.
Yeah.
New book to read.
What book are we summoning?
But we're
Dun,
having
dun,
like
dun.
a outside, a whole
We're going to build a
spread.
fire.
By we mean Ramsey. He's going to build a fire.
He said, you guys are going to get cold and go inside. I'm like, that is
I said I'm bringing a blanket.
yeah, I said, bring your own blanket.
BYOB.
Yep. That's going to be so fun.
I know. I'm going to make a TikTok.
Yes.
Because, we're influencers.
We
We have
are.
to document our life.
That reminds me, next time we need to talk about the money on TikTok.
Shit, we forgot again.
Next time.
Put it on
Put
your
it on
list.
the list. Okay, like, follow, subscribe.
Peace out.
Bye.